They also participated in a workshop all 3 days of the English Festival. And I might mention, I just got a phone call from Senator Schiavone, and the Senate today approved the legislation that Sojourn Kids asked for, creating a nonviolence week in the state of Ohio. So it's gone on to the House of Representatives.
Good evening. My name is Micah Smith, and I attend Youngstown Early College. I also went on Sojourn to the Past, and I am here to tell you what I learned and how I plan to help my school and community to be nonviolent. On this dynamic trip, we learned about people of the civil rights movement, such as Fred Shuttlesworth, who was a leader of desegregation, along with the Little Rock Nine, two of which we personally met were Minnie Jean Brown and Elizabeth Eckford, who were tortured at an all-white school because of their skin color. On this trip, the thing that affected me the most was the 6 principles of nonviolence. One principle that spoke to me the most was the second principle, which is nonviolence seeks to win friendship and understanding. The reason why I love this particular principle is because one day, Dr. King was walking through a mob of people, and one lady was cursing and saying bad things and spitting on him. So Dr. King turned and looked at her and said, "Now, what's a pretty lady like you doing out here saying something like that?" And when I heard that Dr. King had did an action like that, I realized that he was seeking to win friendship and understanding through nonviolence. I said, if Dr. King can do it, we can do it too. So when I go to school and go out to the community, I'm going to exercise and push why we need to follow the 6 principles in nonviolence and show that we can do this together.
Hello everybody, my name is Shawanda Jones and I attend Youngstown Early College. I would like to start by saying that this trip was an all-out great experience and I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to go. Throughout each of the 10 days, I learned something new. From 6 a.m. wake-ups to the nights we got back in, each moment was an absolute dose of knowledge. Many of the things I learned I didn't know before. African American history has barely, if not at all, been taught to me, and this 10-day experience definitely teaches what me and my friends have been neglected of. I can honestly say that this trip has affected me and has made a big influence in my life. Nonviolence is not only actions, it is a lifestyle. Although it'll take some time to move on from the ways and language I've been accustomed to, being molded to think that these things are normal, for me to refer to one of my friends as an N-word when many civil rights activists and others fought to become equal and for that term not to be called upon, I know in my heart that these ways will slip off of me in a matter of time. I recommend Sojourn to all high school students and their parents if necessary. I wish I could go back and do it all over again. That's how great it was. Thank you and I appreciate it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shauna McCrae. Recently, I have attended a life-changing adventure known as Sojourn to the Past. I have learned something that has changed my whole aspect on reality. On this trip, we learned about the trials and tribulations of not only the African American race, but all the people in different ethnic groups who believed in true equality. Segregation provoked a lot of people to be filled with hatred and anger and not have any straight thought processes. And those who did feared that they would be also targeted. People stood in others' shadow, afraid to stand up, and many other people suffered because of that. I refuse to let violence and ignorance be the way of living. I make a promise to myself and those who put their lives on the line to make a better place for me. I promise that I will not be afraid, that I will stand up for what is right. I will apply nonviolence to my everyday life. I will not go on in this lifetime without making my environment and many others a better place.
Hi, my name is David Stone, and I attend East High. Being at the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham affected me the most because when the Klan bombed the church, it was children that died. This was such an injustice, and it took so long for the murders to be convicted. Going on Sojourn has motivated me to go home and teach my peers and classmates the 6 principles of nonviolence. However, I know that before I can educate others, I have to change myself and incorporate the 6 principles of nonviolence into my own life. Thank you.
I attend East High School. Learning about Emmett Till, his kidnapping and murder affected me the most. All he did is whistle at Miss Brown when he and his cousin Simeon Wright were at the store. History has distorted what really happened because he did not say anything. He just whistled. Seeing that Roar, Brian, and J.W. Million did this to his face was a really shocker. It is crazy what hate can do to someone. Sojourn has taught me to be more nonviolent and to be more active to defend others from nonviolence. I should pass on my knowledge of nonviolence to educate others. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Verde Jabal, and I am from Youngstown Early College. The day I was introduced to Sojourn, my motto became nonviolence or non-existence. Being at the 16th Baptist Church affected me the most. The killing of the 4 little girls brought me to tears because I currently have sisters around that age, and I would hate to hear that my sisters have been killed. After this trip, I have learned dehumanizing a person is a violent word, and that being kind, I can help someone live another day. As a result of going to Sojourn, I am motivated to come back home and tell people about this experience. I want everybody in my school to know about violence and nonviolence, and that it is wrong to have violence, and how we need to do something about it. Thank you.
Our student from Cheney was not able to come tonight, but thank you all very much. We'd love to.